Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video I will show you how I make chunky blankets. And because this feels weird, I might take you for a walk through my garden while I do my voiceover. Because yeah, sitting here and talking to the camera for some reason is feeling really weird to me. Maybe we can even catch a hummingbird on camera. There was one, but it flew away. In June, I had my first ever craft show. I had 3 chunky blankets there, one which was a sage colored one. Everyone loved that one and I sold it, plus got an order for another one. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Or pull out your chunky yarn and join me in making your own blanket. I'm doing this one on the floor to make sure I get my edges straight. If I do it on my lap, it is a little more challenging to keep everything consistent. I used 8 skeins of yarn for this blanket. To start, you want to make a loop, making sure to cross the yarn. Pull another loop through and pull the first one tight, making a knot. Leave the end for now. You will weave it into the blanket later. Pull your loop to the size you want. You want to keep your loops all the same size. I use a little trick along the edges. For the first and last row, I make the loops just a little larger than the rest. This keeps the edges from pulling to a smaller size than the rest of the blanket. Don't worry about it too much for now. Just continue making your loops until you have it the length that you want. I used 36 loops. I could have done less, as you will see from the finished product. One of my favorite YouTubers, Aloe Oak, had just come out with her latest video, and this was the perfect time to watch her video. Very relaxing and enjoyable. Once you have the length that you want, you pull one more loop through and turn it like so. Now going back the other way, continue to pull loops through the previous row. This is where you want to make sure to make the loops the size that you want. And be sure to keep them all the same size. The first row's loops are just a tad larger than what you're doing right now. Continue this all the way to the end. And don't forget to make sure that you put a loop through the very last one. Now you just keep going, putting loops through the last row of loops. Again, like so. Once you get through your skein, you start the next one like this. Make sure it is tight and then cut the ends off. I know, it feels a little scary, but trust me, it'll be fine if you're not as tight. You will hardly see it in your blanket later. And then just continue the process. You can do this blanket all in one go. It takes about 3 to 4 hours maybe of actually working on it. But I did mine in little spaces of time that I had available to work on it. So there was like 3 different days, I think, that I worked on it for a short period of time during that day. Once you get to the last one, you want to finish it to where it looks like a braid. This is how you make that happen. And these are the loops that I was talking about that you want just a tad larger than you use throughout the entire blanket. Get 2 loops to start. Then pull the second through the first. Continue this to the end. At the very last loop, pull another loop through it one more time, pulling this one all the way through, making a knot. Cut the extra yarn to a length about like this and weave it into the edge of the blanket. Nice, huh? Remember the extra from the beginning? Do the same with it. And voila, there's your blanket. I don't know why I'm so, oh my gosh. Did you see that zip across the camera? That was a hummingbird right there. What was I saying? That was great. I think I was saying, I don't know why it is so hard for me to talk to the camera right now. I really just want to say that if you try and make a blanket like this, I would love to hear your experience. So let me know. Maybe if we wait, the hummingbird will come back. I love it that I don't have a single hummingbird feeder out, but I have them hanging out in my garden all the time. It's getting late though. They probably won't hang out for much longer. Look, there's a monkey.
That's a yummy monkey. Quite a little escape you have out here.
Yeah.
Yeast.
We can't see her. She's over there by those purple flowers. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I will show you